Happy Wednesday, everybody. All 0 people that are actually in the chat so far.
We've been live for what, 4 seconds?
Make sure that I actually retweeted the stuff.
I retweeted you and someone else did. I don't know who though.
Yep, I retweeted stuff. And I retweeted myself. Well, nobody's here yet, but happy Wednesday to the ghosts in chat. And whoever may join us here shortly. I am 3D Tanny, also known as Made Tangible. And joining me today is Devin Riso, also known as Designs by Devin, or Devin JCR on Twitter. And we're going to be painting Wexter's Baby Yoda. We've both printed it in Ziltech Pumpkin Spice Orange. And yeah, I think that I'm going to leave him mostly orange, or maybe I'll leave his eyes orange and paint the rest of them a different color. But I'm not going to go for the traditional green for sure.
Okay.
I'm not boring like that. I like to mix shit up a little bit.
I will probably paint him green because I have to print like 8 more of these because all my students want them. And if I paint him hot pink or something, my kids won't want them, and then I'll have another Yoda just chilling. Are you sure you're live? I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, I'm live.
On 3D Tammy?
No, on Made Tangible.
Oh, okay, that's why. I should probably actually subscribe to that one. Not Tangerine.
Yes, Fantasy Made Tangerine.
Okay. I didn't even know that was a channel.
Yeah, this is my my business channel.
Okay. You now have like
A subscriber.
a single subscriber.
So I think that I'm going to go for this nice plum for the base coat.
What is a base coat exactly?
So a base coat is basically going to be like the color that all of your other colors are going to build on. So if you want yours to be green, then you'll want to go with either a slightly darker or a slightly lighter green than you want to end up with, and then you can tone it from there.
Okay, and is this for his clothes or for his head? Or for the whole thing?
You can do different base coats for different parts. For the clothes, if you want to do a different color, then you'll want to pick a base coat that will match the color for that.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to go plum for his face.
I need to figure out a way to store brushes better than in a Ziploc bag.
Yes, yes you do.
All right, well, I'm going to start with green because, yeah. Actually, if I start with this, like, apple tart green, can I then move on to, like, plain green?
Yeah, your base coat should be a close color to what you want to end up with, but not the exact color that you want to end up with.
Okay, and then I'll worry about his clothes later. And so this is just like a rough, like, first coat type deal?
Yep.
Okay.
And then if you aren't sure what color you want to end up with, then going with black, white, or gray is always a great option.
Okay. Cool.
Which is what I'm going to do for his clothes. I'm going to give it a nice gray.
It's probably what I'll do too, because I don't know what color I want to do for the clothes. And then just any brush.
For the base coat, you'll want a larger brush.
Okay.
If you want to leave any part of it, any
Orange.
part of the Yoda orange, then you'll want to either tape that off or use a very careful hand and paint around it.
I don't think anything is getting left orange. I think I actually printed him in orange because I was too lazy to change the filament in the printer.
Makes sense.
Even though it takes like 45 seconds.
I just printed him in orange because that's what you had him printed in.
Ah.
For some reason, this stupid camera is deciding that it doesn't want to focus properly.
Is he attached to a pill bottle?
Yeah, I do this so that I get less paint on my fingers.
Oh.
And
Ergo
it
less
also,
paint on everything else.
yeah, it also enables me to paint the undersides of things more efficiently.
Mm.
And that's what the sticky tack is for.
And we did say that we're live, right?
Yep. Yeah, no one's coming to watch. I suspect it's because it's a holiday tomorrow and everyone's probably traveling today.
Yeah, or in my case, my mother wanted me to help her prep for Thanksgiving. Okay. Okay, Baby Yoda just got a facial.
A nice mud mask.
Yep. And got it all in his eyes.
That would sting.
Yes. It must be like some sort of matcha green tea thing, because it's green. So I was at HEB earlier, and I watched this man physically restrain his wife in the middle of the grocery store because she was about to punch a lady over a can of cranberry sauce.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Reasons not to do holidays.
Yeah, I was just sent in for a turkey bag. How many coats do I need for a base coat?
Generally just one, because it's really just to bring out some of the details and give yourself a basis to, start building on. So you don't want it to be overly thick because you'll start to lose details, but you also want it to be a pretty solid coverage.
Okay, so I'll probably need two then, because this is not solid at all.
Well, I don't mean solid like opaque. I mean solid like all over the place.
Ah. My first layers tend to kind of look like that.
Yep, that's pretty normal, and that's perfectly okay.
Oh, okay.
And this is more to give the upper layers something to stick to than it is for coloring the model.
Oh, okay. Is that what I did wrong the other day? I tried to dry brush the other Baby Yoda, and it did not work at all. The paint just like kind of wiped off.
That could be, but it also could be that you didn't give it enough time to dry.
Oh, it's not immediate?
Yeah, no, it takes a half hour, 45 minutes for paint to dry. So.
Oh, I wiped it off immediately, and I was like, well, this doesn't work.
Yeah, no, you want to leave it to dry for a little bit.
Ah. Okay.
This sticky tack doesn't like to stick to PLA.
So, for background, art class in school, our art teacher hated paint, and students were not allowed to use paint in art class unless they were in like actual like art class, not just like the thing you sent third grade to.
And by the time you were the age of real art class, you weren't interested in art anymore?
I actually was never into art until like a year ago.
Yeah, that's
Typical geek thing.
yeah. The only reason that I've ever done anything artsy growing up was painting minis.
Oh,
That's like the most artistic that I ever got.
yeah. Well, I also have hand issues, but I've actually found out that painting, while it hurts, is actually good for working on hand strength.
Yep. The only thing that painting is bad for is carpal tunnel, which kind
I
of
don't
sucks for
actually
me.
have.
I do.
No, I have the fine motor skills of like a 4-year-old. Oh, did you not? Did release surgery not fix carpal tunnel?
I've never had surgery for it.
Oh, I have. It fixed everything, or at least that part. Look, he's green.
Yay, green Yoda.
I suppose I should do his hand green too. Huh.
Probably.
Considering he doesn't have orange hands. What
Unless
color?
you want him to.
Not particularly. What color should his clothes be?
I'd say if you're going for the for a traditional, I'd go for a brown or a beige.
Do I have either one of those colors?
Right? That was my problem. I don't have a brown or a beige for a base coat. I just got the brown and beige in my fancy colors.
Okay, let me look at my spreadsheet. Because I'm a nerd, I have my paint ensemble in a spreadsheet.
Of course you do.
How else am I supposed to know what I do or don't have? I'm not home enough to say, "Oh, I want to paint Baby Yoda. Let me run home and check to see if I have green." It's easier just to have it in a database, e.g., an Excel sheet in Google Drive. It goes straight to the store from school.
But you didn't check it before you got home.
Oh no, most of the time I like live and die by online spreadsheets.
Yeah, me too. But mostly because my job for the past several months has been spreadsheeting.
Oh. No, spreadsheets and flowcharts is how I keep slightly sane.
A couple days after Halloween, I had a dream that Halloween was spreadsheet based.
That'd be fun.
It was not. I had to track what every child got in candy, what they were wearing.
Okay, so now that would be like relaxing to me.
But imagine trying to get a bunch of sugar-crazed 4- and 5-year-olds to sit still long enough so that you can question them about their costume.
Also true. Also true. Okay,
Yeah.
so I do have brown. In satin and metallic, apparently.
Metallic brown.
Yes. Also could have sworn I had a khaki color. Okay, now finding this mess is another story.
once your brush starts getting a little tacky and it starts going on more like dry brushing than it does, painting, then that's when you want to put some water on your brush.
Even if you're not done?
Yeah, even if you're not done, just run a little bit of water through it, thin the paint a little bit, wipe it on your paper towel, and then start going for it again.
Okay, so look, I've got regular brown and metallic brown.
Interesting. I was not aware that metallic brown was
golden brown
in-demand color.
And copper, which is also a metallic.
Yeah, that's more of a metallic red, though.
Is it?
Yeah, metallic reddish orange.
Okay, so I don't need that.
I would go for the satin brown.
For my base coat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to get you a paint set.
At some point, probably I should invest in one. What exactly entails a paint set?
If you want a paint set with a decent amount of colors that isn't super expensive, I'd recommend the Army Painters paint set. That will also come with washes and pigments, stuff like that you can use to modify the colors.
Okay. I'm not sure I would know how to use any of that, but okay.
It's they actually have a pretty good guidebook with it.
Okay. Okay, so am I done with green?
That is entirely up to you, actually, because if you are satisfied with the coverage of your base coat, then you can certainly move on to the next color if you want.
Okay. Oh, what do you know? Putting water on your brush actually helps.
Yeah, it's almost like I've been doing this for a little while, huh?
Let me guess, longer than I've been alive?
Not quite that long. I didn't have the motor skills to do fine mini painting, but I've been doing mini painting probably longer than you've been able to ride a bike. So I started when I was 9 years old, so 1999.
Yeah, 99. I would have been 3.
Yeah, riding a bike by then is kind of a feat.
I am not and never have been athletic. I was like barely walking at 3. Okay, I think you have enough green on your face. I think.
Are you saying that I'm envious of someone?
No, Baby Yoda, not you. See? He's green.
Let's see. I think I'm going to go for this red for this cherry red for the base coat on his skin. So he's going to end up kind of a reddish purple.
All right, so did you say to soak the used brush or to just like clean it?
So what you'll want to do is like I'm showing here, put it in the water, swish it around a little bit, just like lightly brushing on the bottom of the container.
Okay.
Tap off any excess water,
Okay.
and then just wipe it a few times on your paper towel. Make sure that that any color that comes off is very, very light,
Okay.
and then repeat as necessary.
Okay.
And that will greatly extend the life of your brushes.
Okay. How long do brushes that you got for $5 in like a 30 pack typically last, though?
The only expensive brushes I have are the brushes that have worn out the quickest. So the cheaper brushes that I have, like this set here, these were super cheap brushes, and they've lasted me for years. Like, I don't even remember when I bought them. Most of my brushes are relatively new because I had a bunch of them stolen not long ago.
Who steals paintbrushes?
The same person that stole like 99% of my D&D mini collection.
So the former roommate?
Yeah.
Is this the same person that's babysitting your cat?
No. No,
Okay.
I would never ever let this person anywhere near my cat.
Good. Oh, hey,
Raziel Draconis,
yes.
aka Paul.
Yes, is here.
Yep.
Hi.
Hi, Paul.
I didn't even realize that people were in chat. And now you have two whole subscribers.
Person is in chat. I think he's the only one because it says one viewer right now.
Yeah.
Maybe I should give away the finished painted minis.
Maybe.
And at some point, I should do a traditional mini as well, like not just a printed one, but an old-fashioned one, like these guys sitting behind right here.
Check your Telegram. Does that look weird to you? Like it's mostly
I feel
paint,
like I'm going to be asked for medical advice.
No, it's paint.
No, that looks like pretty normal paint. It just wasn't the pigment isn't blended well with the base.
So should I stir it?
Yep, stir it with your paintbrush. Be sure to shake the living hell out of the bottles.
I did not do that. I like gently shook it. That is hard. That's very hard.
Is it a brand new brush or is it one that's had paint sat in it?
It's had paint sat in it.
Some turpentine will help with that. Do not use acetone on paintbrushes. It will dissolve the glue that holds the bristles in.
The head just fell off.
I think maybe you need to get just slightly better brushes.
Probably.
Maybe just a little teeny tiny bit more expensive brushes.
Okay, like I needed a paintbrush and I saw that there was like 30 for $5 and so I bought them. Not at all thinking I was gonna ever paint more than one model.
Yeah, I'll send you a link to the ones that I use.
Okay, that's probably for the best.
Because the ones that I use are not expensive, but they're at least decently well made.
Okay, so not they fall apart spontaneously.
Yeah, and never fall for the brand name brushes thing, because like I've had several Reaper mini brand brushes and Citadel brand brushes, and they were all just awful. garbage brushes. The bristles fell out all over the place. I mean, it was like these things were on chemo. It was bad. None of them lasted more than like 4 or 5 minis.
Well, I saw the ones you sent me that were like a single like bristle.
Oh yeah, no, those are for doing super detail. And I don't have any single hair ones here, but I do have single hair brushes, but they're in storage right now.
Yep, a little bit of brown on his ear. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Mistakes are just details that you can do later.
Okay.
You could make that little brown into maybe a scar instead of a like give him a little scar on the ear where he was injured in battle.
Why is Baby Yoda in battle?
Do we even know that Baby Yoda is actually a baby?
No.
Because his name is definitely not Yoda, unless Yoda is the species.
Which could also be a thing. Yoda could be like a Pokemon. He only says his name, which is also his archetype, not archetype. Fuck.
Species.
Yeah, I just got a thumbprint in brown on Yoda's face.
Pill bottles, sticky tack.
I could do a pill bottle and super glue.
That also works, but it will rip off part of the bottom of the print.
I don't care. Or double-sided tape.
Unless you get a release. Don't use double-sided tape. It very rarely sticks hard enough. Like, you need something that can hold like 3 to 5 pounds of force when you're painting.
Yeah.
Especially if you start getting like really into it and you start getting more rigorous with your strokes, then it can seriously be some forces.
This brown is very liquidy.
Yeah, some pigments in paints mix better than others. So some pigments will have a lot of base in them.
Yoda, can your head dry slightly faster? I'm running out of places to hold.
Another thing that you can do if you are desperate is use a screw, like I did a few weeks ago when I was painting with Paul, and just put a screw into the bottom of the model.
Yeah.
That's not the right color.
Not gonna lie, I did not watch most of last Wet Paint Wednesday.
Ugh. Traitor.
I had practice.
Okay, that's acceptable. This time.
Like, I don't think you understand just how much my team practices.
Oh, I do. That's been the whole reason that we haven't done D&D yet. It's because it's so hard to pin down a time.
And most of it's my fault.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's all right.
This is what happens when you get an over-enthusiastic geek that is extremely overcommitted in every sense of the word.
Yeah, with most acrylic paints, they're going to be a water base or a glycerin base, which is water. It's water soluble.
Yeah.
So with most acrylic paints, if you need to thin them up or like lighten them up a little bit, just add some water to it.
Yeah.
The hardest part about this model is going to be painting underneath the cheek.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
That also made it kind of a pain to print because that underneath the cheek goes all the way under the head.
Mm-hmm. Did you paint this with supports or without?
No supports on mine.
See, I
This
was
was
a
printed
wimp.
on Swifty.
I was a wimp, and even though I know my MK3 can handle a lot, I was like, oh, I'm gonna put supports on this.
Yeah, I probably should have put supports on it, because like I only had time to print one of them.
Yeah, it was just for
So
the ears.
yeah, this was completely zero supports, and the ears turned out very, very well. Come on, you little dick muffin.
I'm glad. I like that we can swear on your stream. Also, Dick Muffin is a new one.
That's the new name for this camera. I've just dubbed it Dick Muffin.
Nice. Oh, your ears are dry-ish.
They make eardrops for that.
Shut up, Tammy.
I know, because I have to use them once in a while.
See, I have eardrops to dry my ears out.
I have chronic inner ear eczema.
I don't know what that means.
It means the inside of my ears get super, super dry and really, really itchy.
Oh, no. My ears make like a stupid amount of earwax, and doctors don't know why.
Yeah, doctors don't know why most of the functions of our bodies happen.
Yeah, but they're like, put these eardrops in. No, like to the point like when they do hearing tests in school.
You couldn't hear.
Yeah, they thought I was like hearing impaired, but it's just my ears get that clogged that easily.
I would say nice, but it's really not.
It's disgusting. Damn it.
Damning it. What am I damning?
Baby Yoda's hand. And the fact that I missed a section of his face.
Yeah, don't be too worried about accuracy on a base coat. Like my red is getting all mixed in with the gray because I didn't let it dry long enough, but I don't really care about that.
Okay, well.
But yeah, here's the seam here. When you get a little bit better with the paintbrushes, then you'll be able to do tight seams like that pretty easily.
You mean not like that? Where you can.
It could be worse.
Yeah, when it dries, I need to go back in with the green.
I've got this nice pink water happening over here. It looks kind of delicious.
Mine looks like puke green.
Yeah.
It'll look even worse when I add brown to it. Okay, I think that's enough brown. I just need to my paint water. All right, so Tanny, how much do you want to bet that I can get through this entire stream without getting any paint on my laptop or my phone?
Ooh, am I betting against you or?
Take your pick.
I think you'll have paint. I think you'll have paint on both by the end of the stream.
Okay.
Sailor Jerry will be Sailor Jerry for an even bigger reason. Although Sailor Jerry has been coated in paint before, because these bottles have these Reaper. Well, actually, most model paint bottles have this little nozzle tip.
Yeah.
and sometimes that nozzle tip can get clogged. And if it gets clogged at the factory, which is here in Texas, and then they ship it to Colorado, it can get kind of pressurized in there. And then when you tip it over and you squeeze it to try to get some paint out, it just tips it over that popping point. And so the nozzle goes shooting out along with like all of the paint, and it just gets all over everything. And that happened to me.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Well, if I wipe it off quickly, it doesn't stay on laptops.
Yeah, once it dries too, you can usually pick the little paint blobs off.
Yoda is having a rough day in the face department. He now got dirty while eating. We're going to need to go back in with the green. Rosa, you should tell Josh to come watch.
Yeah, tell him to come hang out. Or is he being a slacker?
Or is he doing UFO stuff?
Probably UFO stuff, which I consider being a slacker.
Ah.
You know, since he says that Rosa is slacking when she's at work, then, you know, he's slacking when he's working.
Fair enough. She is texting him now. Okay. Oh, hey, this is really random, but did you ever remember the name of that weird, like, non-sensory affected toothpaste?
I didn't. I did figure out what was in it, though. Lidocaine.
I'm pro lidocaine. Okay. There's that. I need a smaller brush for that. Rosa, do like... Oh, you could always do green to match Josh. But I think it would look really cool if you did like a light blue.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine her with like the lime green hair.
What's Emmy's favorite color? Ooh, black and blue would be cool.
That would be. Too bad you can't do like metallic hair dye. That would be awesome.
That would be cool.
Just rocking some chrome. I would do that.
You can always do pink because it's her favorite color.
All right. Let's see. You got a pretty good base coat on here. I'm going for kind of the you know, you remember the Incredibles baby when he turned into the red demon thing?
Jack?
Yeah. I'm kind of going for that kind of energy on this. And I think it's working out so far. Although my camera is really, really irritating me, and it's not
Focusing.
It's not focusing. It's not focusing at all. Why is it not focusing?
Red dye bleeding. Your shower has to look terrifying.
It's just psycho. Every shower is just psycho.
Right. I added brown to my paint water, and this looks like exactly like split pea soup
Hopefully a little less chunky.
without the chunks. My dad just got home.
Tell him to put on a shirt.
What?
Tell him to put on a shirt.
Oh.
All right, let's see.
Hey, look, Josh is here.
Hey, Josh. I tagged you on Twitter with the link to the YouTube stream. Pay attention, man. Pay attention. All right, let's do the super fine detail mascara here.
Wait, Baby Yoda needs mascara? What?
Well, I just want his eyeballs to be orange. I don't want his eyelids to be orange.
Oh. Okay. Good.
And I got a little bit on his eyeball, so that sucks. I won't be able to leave it totally paint free like I wanted.
This is the problem we're having. Art keeps getting declined. Oh, we fixed that. It's okay now. I guarantee that was the bank's fault. First trip to Walmart. Fine.
Sounds like your dad is ranting about something.
Oh, the problem is it's Capital One Walmart.
Should I go fully shut my door?
Yeah, probably.
Hold on. Did you hear my knee pop as I was trying to sit down?
Is that what that sound was?
Yeah, that pop. That was my knee.
Nice.
Josh, what were you making? Oh, Josh went fancy.
That's funny. Two foods that I just absolutely do not enjoy eating.
So, Tanny, you're 1 for 2. I just got green paint on Sailor Jerry
Awesome.
that I've already wiped off, but you're 1 for 2. Hit it in the nuker. Oh my. Okay. Fire played Call of Duty while they cooked. So the green and the brown are like totally smudging.
Yeah, it will take a little while for them to dry.
Mm.
Well, only it's credit, not debit. That makes no sense whatsoever. I understand. I get it. Wells Fargo doesn't act like that. Well, I explained to you. I explained to you.
Hello.
Excuse me.
Please don't jump up here.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't.
Yeah, that's a surefire way to get the cat up there.
But so we need to kind of fix this.
Yes.
Also, I think your door opened.
Pixel can open my door.
Even your cat's a nerd.
No, just the door jam is broken,
Ah,
and I haven't fixed it yet. And I can't move because Pixel is sitting on my wheel of my chair. There you go. Do not knock that over. Pixel's being mischievous this week.
wow. Started off just mean, and now he's mischievous. And what is next for that cat?
Yes.
Still very proud that I'm the first person that he's ever hissed at.
I still want him to apologize for that. He needs to learn some manners.
No, he apologized when he started purring when I started petting him.
Oh, I thought you were joking about that. I didn't realize he was purring.
Yeah, no, he was purring.
For anyone who doesn't know, Tanny came to my house on Sunday to save my ass after I poured beer on my laptop.
Was it Sunday or was it Saturday?
It was Sunday.
Oh.
And Pixel hissed at him, which we didn't even know Pixel could do because he's never hissed at anyone or anything in his life.
It was as adorable as it sounds. He thought he was big and tough, and then I started scratching his head, and he was like, oh, well, this is awkward. Can you keep doing that?
Basically. Yeah, no, he thinks he's a big, tough kitty because he's so huge. Oh my god. Pixel is such a cat.
Time to stick a chair in the door.
End table, but yes. My dad talks really loud. Pixel is a goofy goober. He is so weird. He acts like a dog a lot of the time.
Little bit of layer inconsistency on the top of Yoda. Not sure what happened there, but it gave him a nice little ridge right along his brow there. Of course, the camera won't focus.
Yes, he can play fetch. We do it with ponytail holders and jingle bells. Rosa, if I could afford it, I would.
Come on, camera. Why are you not autofocusing? It's going to bother me. I don't like this camera. Should have just stuck with Logitech like I always have. I decided, you know what? This seems like a nice camera. I'll try it out.
Damn it.
That's what I get for being adventurous.
I put my green brush in the brown paint.
Good job.
I'm so good at this. You should find like more experienced guests.
So what do you think? I got some good Jack energy going on there.
Alright, I think I'm gonna call the base coat done before I continue to fuck it up.
All right, what does chat think? Think I've got a good
Paul thinks it's got a good Jack vibe going on.
ring ling 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 ling.
And Rosa also thinks it looks good.
All right, let's see. What am I gonna do? I've got flat brown. What movie is that? The Incredibles?
I think The Incredibles is what he's talking about.
I should watch that again, and the second one again. It's been a little while. Let's see, yellow ochre, no thanks. Flat green. Golden shadow, there we go. Thanks, Rosa.
Oh, hey Vince.
Yay, 3D Medic Vince. Yes, he did.
Oh, look, there's your spot. Squeeze in.
Hi, Dad.
I had to shut the door because you and Mom were talking like really loud.
Squeeze in. Squeeze in. No, you don't want in anymore? Okay.
He's a cat. Of course he doesn't want in. You open the door for him.
Oh, here he comes.
Let's see.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Vince. Okay. Ooh, Josh is apparently very talented. He can eat and retweet at the same time.
It's that is a lot of talent. Bet you can walk and chew bubblegum at the same time too.
You should walk and chew gum on stream just to prove that you can. Okay. So how long does Baby Yoda need to dry before I do anything else to him?
I'd give it 5 or 6 minutes
Okay.
at least, just until you can like touch it and not get any paint on your finger.
So not yet.
Yeah, higher quality paints will dry a little bit faster,
Okay.
which is kind of a blessing and a curse because they dry faster, but you know they also dry faster.
You're a patient like me, get a blow dryer.
You can also do that.
See, I'm not allowed to touch my mom's blow dryer because the last time I touched it, I attached it to a foundry. And so I'm now expressly forbidden from touching her her blow dryer, and my heat gun is at school.
Yeah, you don't want to use a heat gun on drying PLA. It'll start to warp underneath the paint.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know about Tanny. I saw the Edge of Tech video. That was very creative.
That was adorable.
Josh, did you know they were going to do that ahead of time? Oh, hey, Jordan. Rosa, if you have baby fever, tell Josh. I'm pretty sure he can fix that. With some probing.
Thank God.
Yes. Can you not get out?
Help! I'm bored.
Take a nap. All right. Now that the paint is pretty much dry, what am I doing?
Now you want to pick your detail colors.
Okay, and then just paint over it?
Yep, and you know, if you like, you know, say if you want to have if you want to give his mouth a little bit of detail, then you can go in with a darker color to, make that accent pop, or you can go around the eyes, around the outside with a slightly lighter color to give them a kind of a sheen.
Okay.
I am going over his little blanket thing, and I am making the inside lighter so that it looks kind of like those, those fuzzy blankets or hoodies that have the like weird fur stuff on the inside.
Yeah. What is it, sir? Okay. So, do that.
I actually got a Pi 4 today that, no, gender reveal parties are evil and stupid. Speaking as someone who's non-binary. But anyway, I got this this Pi 4 case today, and it has like a camera mount like in the case itself. I thought that was pretty cool.
Okay, but why not just print the case?
Because it was purchased for me as a birthday present, and and it just arrived today, and it came with a case. So
Cool. Hey, Cyber Dustin.
the Darwin Award ones are pretty funny. Not gonna lie. Like, it may make me a terrible person, but I laugh when stupid people do stupid things and then ending up removing themselves from the gene pool. And Vince, the robe already it's already like textured, so I'm not sure how much more fabricy it could look. I think that what I'll probably do is do a base coat and then do a slightly lighter dry brush, and that'll make that texture pop out a little bit more.
Wrong color. I want this one.
Come on, sir.
If you want to do textured kind of coloring, then what you actually want to do is use a really rough brush and dip like just the very, very, very tip of the paintbrush in, and then knock most of that paint off and do kind of a dry brush poking with it. And something like this is what you'd want to use. A real horsehair brush is the best for doing texturing.
You avoid your eyeballs this time. How's your paint water look? Mine looks awful.
Mine still looks like strawberry ice cream that's melted, or strawberry sherbet that's melted.
Mine looks like chicken noodle soup and oatmeal combined.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Oh, plus chunks.
I wonder if on the at the base of his skull here, is that supposed to be skin here, or is that supposed to be robe?
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be robe. Okay, you know, I kind of like this layered look of green on green. This looks so much better than just straight on model.
Right? Makes the color come out more, gives you a little bit smoother finish than just on the model, because the model absorbs so much of the paint.
Yeah, I think on Baby Yoda, the other one, I think I had to do like 5 coats. Or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, if you ever print nylon and try to paint that, it's like almost as bad. It's almost worth like dyeing the nylon, the base coat color, and then painting on top of that. Because nylon will just absorb paint for days.
I have nylon right here.
I do not have any nylon because I don't have any printers that can print nylon.
Yeah, Noman over at Snow Lab sent it to me for a project I'm working on.
Can the Rays print nylon?
The Rays can print whatever it wants.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure the MK3 can too.
Yeah, it's got an all-metal hot end, so...
Yeah, I was going to do my entire project this week, and then I got that huge commission job. So I'm not printing anything this week, other than that.
You should definitely have like a really cheap printer, like just an Ender 3 or something, for just printing the random parts for robotics that don't need to be super high tolerance, but just need to be there.
Yeah, I really should. Well, that's what the FlashForge essentially is.
Except, you know, the FlashForge needs to work.
It does work.
Oh, that's right, you got new nozzles for it, huh?
I actually haven't put a Ziltech nozzle on the FlashForge yet.
Not 100% sure that those that I sent you are Ziltech nozzles. I sent you those out of my own stash, which are kind of a mix of Ziltech, Triangle Labs, and E3D.
Yeah.
You'd be able to tell if they were E3D though, because they'd have the divots on the hex part of it.
Yeah. I put one of the E3D ones you gave me on the MK3.
Did I send you some E3D genuine ones? Oh, cool.
Well, I didn't realize you had until I just pulled one out at random. I was like, and saw the divots. Like, this is E3D.
I think Triangle Labs started doing the divots, but the ones that I got from Triangle Labs were before they were doing that, so I've still got a whole bunch of those.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, I need a second printer at home, like hardcore. Oh, did I ever show you my pie that I finished?
You did not.
Oh, well, I gave up on the dome and I actually spelled stuff out of like dough lattice.
Nice.
And if I can steal my printer for a couple hours, I will print it for Thanksgiving.
Be sure to send me the file too,
Okay. What for?
so that I can print it.
Okay. I mean, it's not that good.
I know, but I'll print it anyway.
Okay.
Ooh. I
Okay.
love the names of the colors for Reaper paints because they're all like Dungeons and Dragons related.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Fireball Orange, Dragon Blue, one of these colors in here was, yeah, Entrail Pink. I love that one. Definitely going to use that.
Okay, he kind of looks creepy with his eyes a different color.
He does look a little creepy. So I'm leaving his eyes the pumpkin spice orange.
I think I'm gonna just paint them black or brown, one of the two. But his eyelids are hard.
We all need more printers, Monkey.
Jordan, you have like 6.
I have 13 and I need more printers.
Okay, but you only have 2 functioning printers.
That's not true. I've got more functioning printers. They're just in storage right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if they count as functioning if they're not in the same state.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Like, legitimately, they cannot function if they're in a box in a storage unit. Not plugged in.
I've been debating on if I want to move back to Fargo or if I want to end up somewhere else in the US. Ultimately, I'm going to go wherever a good job lands me.
Yeah. Well, before you like leave Texas, we need to hang out for real, not just you emergency saving me.
Yeah, maybe next month sometime I'll make a trip up there.
All right. I mean,
Leave a little bit earlier in the day.
December is pretty open for me. Just we have that one tournament on the on the 5th. But beyond that, I'm pretty much free until like the end of January or end of December.
And then January is where things just go to hell in a handbasket.
Pretty much.
Nice.
Because I have 5 tournaments in 30 days.
That is kind of nuts.
And I'm hosting 2 of them.
Yeah, chances are I'll probably be hanging out until at least my mom gets some of the stuff from my grandma sold. But we are going to see how things turn out.
Paul, what's even crazier?
I like how Yoda like already has wrinkles around his eyes and already has like a brow furrow that is so deep it goes all the way back through his skull. Yoda is a very stressed out species.
He is.
These guys have like no chill at all.
No. So, like, I'm really curious if speaking in the third person is a species thing or a learned thing. Or if
Yoda does not speak in the third person though.
Not third person. The way Yoda speaks.
Yeah, the grammatical differences.
You know what I mean.
It's gotta be a translational thing, because there are languages on Earth that follow the same grammatical structure as Yoda speak.
Yeah, German does for a lot of it.
To a point, yeah. But there are languages that follow it like exactly, and when the Star Wars movies were translated into that, they like didn't change the word structure at all. They just did a literal translation, and it just came across perfect.
Got green on the brown again. Josh, what are you painting? Okay. Jordan, you should print a Yoda.
It is the hot print right now. I just know I'm gonna get some sort of hate mail for painting Yoda in red and pink and orange. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh. This paint water looks so weird. Jordan, by the time you get around to printing him, he's not going to be a baby anymore. Hey, Mr. Buttram.
Howdy, Ryan.
Oh, this isn't even open. I mean, if I had an MMU Jordan, I would never stop printing.
You're right. I think that if I were to do an MMU, I would want a Prusa style one, where it like actually pulled the filament out when it's time to switch. Which is why I am. I did the beta testing of the Chameleon, and so I'm getting the new version of it.
When do you get that?
Pretty soon. I know that he started sending them out already.
Jordan, just think. Model for you, purge blocks for the kids. Now, hopefully I don't ruin this. Oh, that looks cool.
Don't you just love it when you paint something and you're just like, oh, so happy with how that looks?
And I just got metallic bronze on his ear.
It's a piercing.
In the middle of his ear?
Sure, why not? It's your story. You can tell it how you want.
Well, so far I still have not gotten paint all over my phone. Damn it. Tana, you win. Just got paint on the phone.
Now you got Sailor Jerry and Sailor Jimmy.
Yeah, because I had a paintbrush in my mouth while checking on my print.
At least you haven't resorted to licking your paintbrush yet.
Wait, what?
Avoid that habit as long as you possibly can, because I'm pretty sure that, the paint is toxic.
Why would I lick the paintbrush?
So when you're doing super high detail work, licking the paintbrush gets you that super fine tip.
So that's why you're so crazy.
Yeah.
Ryan, Sailor Jerry is the name of our laptop.
Yeah, it's Sailor Jerry was a famous tattoo artist, and my Dell laptop that I had had a whole bunch of stickers on the back, so I had named it Sailor Jerry, and Devin spilled beer on her laptop the other day while trying to show me the professional opening job that she did on the beer can, and her laptop stopped functioning.
We're still out on whether or not it is repairable. But we're leaning towards not.
Yeah.
And I looked at just replacing the motherboard.
Yeah, it's expensive to do.
They're not bad, actually. Unless you happen to have a GPU.
Yeah.
Which that one does.
And of course, it's even if you did replace it, it's not guaranteed that it would work after that, because other things might have been damaged.
Yeah, I really just need to take it apart and pull the hard drives. But I have this like really weird thing. Like I'm good with computers, and like all through college, I supplemented my income with like computer repair and upgrades and stuff. But I can't take my own laptop apart. Like it terrifies me. But yet I'll do
Yeah.
anyone else's no problem.
Lenovo's are kind of a pain in the butt, so I don't blame you at all.
Yeah, I'm making my assistant coach do it.
Offer's still open if you want me to take a stab at it too.
Yeah. Yeah, you and my best friend have both offered to look at it. I like really love this color, Tanny. Look at this. Like the
That
lighting.
is a really cool color.
I'll take a
That's
picture.
the metallic.
This is the metallic brown. Brown.
Nice.
My camera doesn't do it justice. I need to do a second coat with the green, but I'll get back to that.
All right, let's see. What color do I want to do the rest of this head and hand? Excuse me while I just drop everything. You know, now that I think of it, I think Monkey is right that Sailor Jerry is a rum as well. But when I named him, I just Googled famous tattoo artist, and Sailor Jerry was the first name that came up. So that's where I got that name. Let's see. I've got plum. Could go for that. A little bit more violet. Or I could go for fireball orange.
I vote fireball orange. All right. Good night, Jordan.
Night, Jordan, you slacker. Ditching out on us early.
think next time we need to find some royalty-free music.
Yeah.
I'm actually listening to the Star Wars soundtrack underneath these headphones. Okay. Shh. Damn it. Look at Tanny being productive while I'm on Twitter waiting for paint to dry so I can unfuck up my fuck up.
Yeah, what I'm doing here is a dry brushing technique. I use like super light and watered down paint, and then I just dry brush from one direction only so that it creates a fade. So that instead of just a sharp pink line on his ear, you get the kind of a taper.
Good. That could have been disastrous.
No spilling water on that laptop.
No, that would have been paint. No, the water is safely like good 10 inches away. away from all arm movement.
What I usually do is any electronics that I have, I put up on just a slightly taller desk above anywhere where I have liquid.
Okay, I can get a book.
Yeah, that's what I usually use.
Yeah, I'm working on making a stand for my desk, but I want to make a video about it.
You should.
I also think that if you're giving this to me, I'm going to buy a dock.
Yeah, I have the dock here somewhere. I can send it to you.
Okay, so don't buy
Or
one.
bring it to you. Yeah, because they're expensive. They're like $250, $300.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, because if I have the dock, put the dock on the desk, or put the dock on the stand, and then I can do all the fancy cable management and put a pull-out drawer for my mechanical keyboard. Even though this laptop has a very nice keyboard.
Right.
Yeah, like I didn't think mine was like bad. And then I typed on this one for like a good solid email. I was like, holy fuck, this is a nice keyboard.
Yeah, I was the keyboard on that and the keyboard on my Samsung Chromebook are my favorite scissor switch keyboards that I've ever had.
Oh, right. Oh, do you know what I'm going to prop it up on, Fanny? Your giant maker coin.
Appropriate. Oh yeah, Devin, you muted yourself.
I did not realize I did that.
Good job.
I'm such. Paul, I totally meant to do that.
Yes, I'm sure.
As I grabbed my laptop and put it on top of a giant failed print. Which I'm going to keep using. Because this is nice.
Having it up a little bit.
Yeah, because I've been having issues like with my neck because I'm always looking down at my laptop. I thought my chair just needed to be lower.
At some point, you'll have to come out here and see my setup for yourself. It's like my monitors are all completely mobile.
I will in April. Unless I can come down around Christmas time, which could be a thing, because my dad has a friend in Houston. But for sure in April. I'm sure I can steal away for a couple hours after dinner.
Cool. Tickling Yoda's nose.
What are you even doing?
I am fading the pink so that it's not a hard line and it looks more organic.
I'm glad you know what that means. I'm still just doing like the first coat of not base coat.
So, if you paint part of him a different color than the rest, then it leaves kind of a hard line. Like on his cheek here, which the thing is, of course, not going to flip and focus. There's kind of a hard line where between where I painted and where I didn't paint the upper color.
Yeah.
So I use dry brushing to create a bit of a fade between the lighter color and the darker color, making it look more natural so that it doesn't look like it's painted. It looks like it's like a shift in skin tone.
Oh, yeah. We still haven't gone over how to actually do dry brushing.
Dry brushing is a bunch of different techniques that can range from dipping your brush in alcohol and slightly dissolving a little bit of existing paint to like a rub and buff almost, where you just have mostly dry paint on your brush and then you just kind of rub that onto the model. This is closer to the latter.
All right. Oh, great. Painted one. How do I do his eyeballs so that he doesn't look creepy?
Well, Baby Yoda's eyes already kind of look creepy because they are like those pupilless, milky voids.
Paul, I could slap you right now.
Also true.
Quit being me. I think there's too many smartasses in this stream.
Can there ever really be too much, though?
Yeah, because eventually one will piss off the other.
Well, if you want to give him pupils, then what I would recommend is for something like this, go over the eye in your white.
In white?
Yeah, so that you've got the cornea, the white part of the eye, around the edge,
Mm-hmm.
and then trace a line like all the way from the top eyelid to the bottom eyelid on each side, and leave just the corners white, and then do the iris and then the pupil in the middle as a black dot.
Oh, I didn't even realize he had irises. I thought it was just black.
Well, the Baby Yoda is like he has like the milky colored eyes, rather than having irises or pupils at all.
Yeah, how do I convey that?
What I would do is pick the base eye color that you want to be around the edges.
Okay,
Because,
so like brown.
Here, let's
He does? I didn't realize Josh is still in here. Josh, you're right. He totally actually does have irises.
Oh, I thought that he had like the milky white, like cataract looking eyes.
No, I just blew my screen up like super large. No, he has like normal human eyes. His just pupils are humongous.
Yeah, his pupils and irises are pretty huge. So what I would do is, instead of doing white, do brown over the entire eye,
Okay.
and then use a finer detail brush to put white into the corners.
Okay. And then do we just go over with black once the brown's dry?
Yeah, you'd put a smudge of black in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, Paul, that's the image that I was looking at. He sent me a kajigger on Twitter.
What's a kajigger?
It's a thing that I don't have a name for. It's what I say when my brain is brain farting.
Okay. Kajigger. Well, it's better than thingy.
Actually, I stole that word from Futurama. It's my favorite character on there is the old lady that says that, and I had to make that my word too.
Fair enough. No, I just hate the word thingy. Because my students will call everything a thingy.
All right, let's see. What color do I want to make? Do I want to do a dark gray for the rest of the shawl thing?
Go for it. Your eyes now look kind of like chocolate.
Mine look like portals to hell.
I don't care about the Petco Black Friday deals.
Ooh, I wonder if they'll have snake food on sale.
What is snake food exactly?
Frozen dead rats.
I mean, I could look in the email.
Now I'll have to check my local one.
See, Paul, my students do that, and then they email me files with names like that, and then yeah.
He very nearly name dropped my favorite character in My Little Pony.
Which
with
is
the
what?
Kafloof. My favorite one is Kerfuffle.
You're gonna keep
Spelled
sending
just
me,
like it sounds, with a double f for the foof.
You're gonna keep sending me My Little Pony links until I actually watch it, aren't you?
Oh yes, absolutely.
You do know I'm like really busy and don't watch a lot of TV.
Join the herd.
Why do I need to join the herd?
Because the herd is wonderful and friendship is magic. Let's see here. Do I want to keep it gray?
I think it could go darker.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go for a darker gray, but should I keep it gray or should I make it more brown?
Okay. Damn it! Keep getting brown on his face. Yoda needs a skincare routine.
I think Mountain Stone is the color that I'm going to be going with. It's a nice, like, darker gray.
Yeah.
I like gray for the shawl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
What?
Someone made a baby Jabba.
Where? I want to
That
see
should
this.
not be allowed.
I kind of want to see this.
Me too. If only for the horror factor.
Yeah, same. Paul, send it to me too. Tanny, just guess what I just got paint on?
Your desk?
Nope.
Your phone?
Nope. My faculty badge.
Oh god.
You know, just a smudge of green paint across my face.
That is terrible.
That is really ugly. Like, it's a very nice model, but
That's just a painting.
oh, it's a painting, not a.
Yeah.
Did you scroll down?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought the gray one was a model. That is nightmare fuel. I feel like I'm putting mascara on Baby Yoda right now.
There you go, everyone. So that you can experience the horror as well.
Okay, so while the eyeballs are drying, how do I do the thing where his ears are kind of like translucently orange? You know what I'm talking about?
Not really.
Hold on. I'm sending you a picture on Telegram. Yeah, check your Telegram.
Oh, yeah, the where the light passes through.
Mm-hmm.
What I would do is do a lighter color on the inside of the ears,
Mm-hmm.
And like Paul said, you can do color layering where you can do progressively more pink as it gets towards the top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not for this model, but yeah. I was just curious about that. Also, my water has now turned just like a pale green shade of gray.
Yeah, eventually it just all turns brown.
No, no, no. I got a bunch of green in my brown. Right under his chin.
That sounds dirty.
You're dirty.
I am, very, yeah. I apologize for nothing.
Fuck.
Yeah, you will find that happening a lot as you
What?
paint. Putting paint in the wrong spot.
Yeah, just the complete and total wrong spot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm thinking that this metallic brown was not the best color for this, but it still looks cool.
As long as it looks cool, that's what matters.
Okay. It does indeed look cool. I actually think I'm almost done, minus the eyes, because if I keep touching up the face or the robes, I'm just going to keep fucking it up. And we will be here all night.
As long as you're happy with it, right?
I mean, yeah, it looks really good to me. I mean, it's not as good as yours, but it's better than anything I've ever done before.
Yeah, layering paint makes a world of difference.
Yeah, like, for most of it, you can't even really see the layer lines anymore.
Yeah, I'll need to do a few more layers on the top of his head to hide the layer lines up there, but like on his robe, can't see hardly anything at all.
Yeah. Is there anything I can do to add like some highlighting to the creases on his head?
Yeah, you can do what's called a wash. It doesn't come out as well on 3D printed stuff unless you sand it down really good. But you take a darker color
Mm-hmm.
and you water it down a lot,
Okay.
and then you just kind of slop it onto the area that you want it to, where you want to have the creases highlighted, and the paint will sink down into those creases.
Okay. Will it matter if what I'm using is interior paint and not acrylic paint?
Yes, because that's not going to be water soluble.
Okay, so not this.
Yeah, don't use that.
Okay, but I can make green darker with black paint.
Correct. Use just a teeny tiny bit of black,
Okay.
because black goes a long way really quickly.
Okay. Noted. Green and black. Here's my open black paint. I have dark blue. Okay.
Every time I hear ultramarine, I always think, which came first, the Warhammer faction or the color?
I want to get some of Color Fab's ultramarine blue. Okay, so I've got the darker color. Now what?
So now water it down a lot.
So it's like pour some water in there?
Yeah. Make it really thin.
Okay. How am I going to do this? This could get messy. Clean water?
Yeah, you will want to use clean water.
Let me go acquire clean water. Shit. I just got paint all over my desk.
And if you have syringes to pull up some water in, that is always a handy thing to have too.
I do not own any syringes.
I do.
What were the
You-
Q-tips for again?
The Q-tips were going to be for a rub and buff technique, but we didn't really get into it
Okay.
because I decided to go a different direction with my Yoda.
Okay. Paint is off the desk. All right. I will be back with water.
That makes sense.
All right. I have water in a pill bottle.
If it works, it works.
Okay. Okay, so I've got my extra watery paint.
And then you just want to use a larger brush.
Okay.
Drop my phone again. And then and just like soak up a whole bunch of that really watery paint into it,
Mm-hmm.
and then just kind of dab it along the creases where you want it to go.
Okay.
And as the and through capillary action, it'll come off of the brush and just kind of soak into the crevices.
Okay. And when it runs all over the place?
Hold the thing upside down so that it will kind of drip off of the thing.
Okay. We are holding upside down. I don't know if this did anything, but okay.
Have a good night, Josh.
Good night, Josh. Happy Thanksgiving. Do you have any fun Thanksgiving plans?
Nope. I'm going to work for half the day, and then I'm going to watch movies for the other half of the day.
Fun. We should stream after after your movies.
We should.
What movies?
Not sure yet.
I would recommend The Mandalorian. Not technically a movie.
Yeah, I don't have Disney Plus because I refuse to provide money to Disney for exclusive content.
How long do I hold this upside down for?
Just a little bit until the paint stops running.
Okay, so But do I have to like dab at it with paper towel or anything?
No, because if you do, then it'll soak up all of the paint. I'd probably just get a holder and set them upside down on top of the pill bottle or something.
I don't think I went dark enough that this kind of looks cool. Oh yeah, you can barely tell.
And that's another technique that you can use for eyes if you have trouble painting in the whites.
Yeah.
Then you can take down really watered down white and just put a little drop of it in each corner of the eye, and it will dry and kind of reduce down to just that corner.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is PLA, it'll absorb a lot. It'll absorb the water a lot quicker.
Okay.
So you shouldn't have to wait for too long.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. All right, I think it's time for some eyeball action, and then I'm done. Wait, I can just start straight out of the white paint container, I think. Tiny brush, tiny brush. Teeny brush. I don't know if my teeny brush is teeny enough. Tanny. Like that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe a little teeny bit more, but
Oh, more?
yeah, since these are larger eyes than I usually work with, like for if I'm doing a model like this guy,
Mm-hmm.
it of course is not going to focus. Okay, I'm returning this camera 100%. But for like minis that are this size, you can still give them like an eyeball kind of look if you like just use the tiniest brush you have and just give the little tiniest dab of white in the corner.
Ow. Just stabbed myself in the mouth.
Should probably not do that. It usually doesn't feel good.
It did not.
as the prophecy foretold.
Okay, his eyes are looking slightly less creepy.
Yep.
And now he just needs big old black.
Finish the sentence or I will.
No, don't finish the sentence. Because I know where you're going. And it's not the word pupil.
No, it was not.
I work
Why?
with teenagers
Because I'm evil.
because you're a boy.
Only some of the time.
Okay, but that's some of the time. Dang it, I'm out of little cups.
Get more little cups.
Oh, yeah, here's one. Wait, I don't need a little cup just for the black eyeballs.
You usually need bigger cups for black eyeballs.
Why? Tanny.
It took you long enough.
Yes.
Are you at a stopping point?
Almost. I just need to do his eyeballs. And then I am.
You
Why?
want to make you some tacos?
Yes.
Tacos.
Because this is like almost done. Hey, Yoda.
Didn't that bother you?
What?
The light?
No.
You know, that could cause you to have seizures.
Just turn the switch off and back on. Then turn it back on. And it stops it.
5 minutes, man.
Been put on a deadline.
I haven't had a seizure in like 10 years. We're good. Okay. I need to fix that green spot that I just ruined. Solo cups? Oh, the red solo cup shot glass stuff? Yes, I love those.
They are really handy.
No, it's right here.
Now I'm getting hungry.
Should I just like stab at the middle to make his irises or his pupils?
Yeah, what I would do is take a slightly larger point tip brush.
There.
That's a wedge tip brush.
Okay.
A point tip brush is the round ones.
The round ones?
Yeah. So like this one here, it's round and it comes to a point.
Oh. Kind of like that one.
Yes.
Okay.
And then just take that and dip it in paint and then just kind of dot them in the middle of the eye, and then if you want to make it a little bit bigger, then
Oh yeah, because that's way too tiny. That's comical. Look at that. He's so little.
he's staring into your soul.
He is. But oh my gosh, like I made eyeballs and they don't look terrible.
Yay!
Because like even like Dobby's, they weren't bad, but they looked kind of funny. These like actually look like legitimate eyeballs.
Yeah, tripping on some sort of an
Some Tatooinean.
yeah. He's on some heavy uppers. The sandphetamines.
I really like this, actually. My desk is a wreck right now.
I know the feeling.
Check your Telegram.
Nice. It does look really good.
Just ignore like the creases like around his neck.
Yeah, those are really difficult to get into.
So I'm gonna stop touching this before I fuck it up.
Stop while you're happy.
Well, actually, I'm gonna fix one thing, but then I'm gonna stop. Fuck.
Gonna fix one thing. Shit.
Okay, I'm gonna fix two things. But after that, I'm done. All right.
And then when you're done painting, if you want to protect the paint, use some, get some automotive clear coat from
Mhm.
Rust-Oleum and just do a quick spray down
Yeah.
after like 2-3 days. And then
Yeah.
that will give the paint a nice clear finish to it, and it will make sure that handling it won't rub the paint away.
Tanny, tell me to put this brush down before I like ruin something.
Devin, put the brush down. It's time to start sign-offs. Anyway, we've been here for 2 hours, so.
2.5. And plus, I'm hungry. I don't know about you.
Oh yeah, I'm starving. My hands are starting to tremble.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one who's starting to get shaky from not eating.
Oh yeah, no, they're when I was a young child, they called me Shaky Jake, and I fucking hated that nickname.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to take some photos in the light box once it dries, and to wash all these paint buckets out. Okay, this brush is clean. These two need work. How are these three doing? Yeah, send me a link when you get a chance for the slightly better brushes.
Will do. I'll send it after I get myself some dinner.
Yeah.
Which now I'm craving tacos again, so.
You just had tacos.
I know.
It's okay. I'm having tacos for dinner, but I had a burrito for lunch.
Yeah, I had tacos for lunch, so
What kind of tacos?
Jack in the Box tacos, the best kind.
Never had a taco from there.
They're terrible. They're the thing that I hate to love so much.
Oh, I thought that was chicken nuggets from McDonald's.
Oh no, I love to love those. Those are amazing.
You know what you should do is 3D print yourself a paintbrush holder.
But I like my Narfled the Garthok mug.
What does that mean?
My mug says I Narfled the Garthok.
Yeah, what does that mean?
It's a reference to the Coneheads,
Okay.
which you probably don't know what those are, huh?
No.
So back in the 80s, Dan Aykroyd had a skit on Saturday Night Live called The Coneheads, and they were humanoid aliens that came to Earth, and the only thing that was different between them and regular humans was that their heads were conical. And they were just really, really weird. And it was hilarious, and they made several movies from them. And yeah, in one of them, Dan Aykroyd's character is like on trial on his home planet, and he has to fight the Garthok in order to prove his innocence, and he wins. And when he wins, he's Narfled the Garthok.
Okay then.
Just search it on YouTube; it's amazing.
Paul just sent me a link. All right. We painted Baby Yoda.
We did.
And now my hands are like no tomorrow.
My camera will not focus very well, but I'm pretty happy with how mine turned out. I'll do a few touch-ups, and then I'll clear coat it and post some pictures on Twitter. You can find my Twitter right here at Made Tangible. This is obviously not a canon Yoda baby, but it is my Yoda baby, and I am happy with it. Devin, you should show yours off as well, since your camera will focus a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did really good on the eyes. Only critique I would have on the eyes is to, remember that the iris curves inward.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Pick that up, put it behind the door. And you need to clean your room. All right, so irises curve inwards.
Yeah. So if you look at them, they kind of look like the irises are hourglass shaped.
Yeah.
So the it should be like a crescent moon shape on the white part, but that's the only critique I would have there. They look really fantastic. You did a good job.
Thank you.
I got super lazy with my eyes, and I just left them orange because I thought that looked cool. Where I spent my most time detailing was on the ears. I faded those from pink on the top to the more red, kind of a rose red that the rest of his head was. So Devin, go ahead and let Paul know, because I'm pretty sure he's the only person left watching. Let Paul know where he can find you, except I'm pretty sure he's already following you.
All right. Well, you can follow me on Twitter at DevinJCR. You can follow me on YouTube and Instagram at Designs by Devin, spelled there.
And of course, I am Tanny from Fantasy Made Tangible. You can find me at Made Tangible on Twitter, or my website, which should be coming soon, is fantasymadetangible.com. This has been Wet Paint Wednesday. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for your feedback and recommendations and tips and hints and tricks. And we'll see you next time. Assuming I can get my mouse over here. There we go.